All right, so that obviously assists with some sort of initiation, which they have been lacking up to this point, and a good disengage. I mean, get the bad end of a Lesh approach, let's say.
What do you think War Runner, like, what does it actually mean? Is he running from War? Is he
It
running
feels like
into War?
Deserter to me.
Yeah, kind of, right? Like the War Runner, he always has used his ultimate to run away. Like, he's a coward.
I just see it as he's running through wars.
Okay.
He's just running through them because that's all his life is.
So you don't think he's a coward?
He doesn't look like a coward,
No.
but definitely acts
Nah,
like one.
I mean, you can tell him he's a coward if you want.
Nah, I'm good. He's pretty big.
Life Stealer, the main core of the show here coming out for Incubus Gaming. Okay.
It's decent. It's not bad versus Centaur. Obviously, when Centaur's retaliate, he just bops him in the head. But versus Gyro, right, he just pops Rage, runs away. You can't really kill him with the magic damage. It'll be a good laning phase for Life Stealer. I don't know how good it, like, overall is in this game, though. It doesn't seem that great.
They need, position 4 from what I see
On Incubus?
on Incubus, yeah.
Yeah, depending on the Lesh. I assume Lesh is middle, but maybe it's not.
Not a big fan of Lash 4, to be honest.
No? Do you like Lena 4?
Much more, yeah.
Why?
Because of the range
Okay.
talent that she has, and it's kind of easier to land that stun.
Gotcha.
Yeah, also the burst damage is way better. Well, maybe something that has... I don't know if they need another save. They already have Omni and Winter Wyvern. I was thinking about Tusk, maybe someone that can close the gap,
Yeah,
get closer
Tusk.
to Gyro.
I like to.
Even Earth Spirit, if he's not banned out, he's not.
Yeah, I was
Too
watching
many
the...
fatties on that team.
Yeah, there are.
Ogre, Centaur, Gyro. Kind of big. Kind of need to have something that can chew through them.
Yeah. Because you really don't have any burst on Incubus. Like, you have the heals you said, but Leshrac sustained damage, Lifestealer sustained damage. You got to get someone to bring down this Gyro. Because if he gets, like, a wand BKB, if he has a satanic, like, at a certain point, you're just never going to kill him. And that's the problem. Meanwhile, on the other side, you have Lena, who's great burst. Ogre is, like, kind of some sort of burst if he gets his Fire Blast multi-cast. And even Centaur has a shitload of burst damage. It feels like it's like two completely opposite drafts.
Okay, so Mirana's the choice. It's not crazy in the burst, but maybe it assists in the laning phase a bit more, set up and just kind of use the momentum from there.
Yeah, we've seen this combo like a year ago. I think it was super popular of Winter Wyvern and Mirana. Winter's Curse into Arrow. Pretty easy setup.
It's like a crappier version of SD Mirana because you have to
Yeah.
use your ulti. the broke man's version of it.
Yeah, but not really reliable stuns. You know, you got Lesh already, who's, you know, not the easiest stun to land. Arrows, not always reliable. So it's going to be a little finicky. And their initiation isn't really there either. Who's initiating?
That's a great Storm Spirit
This
game.
is
Oreo Cookie was not wrong.
The Oreo looks really this, like, I honestly almost feel this is the closest to 100-0 draft I've seen.
Yeah,
honestly. I'd go 95-5. I'll give Incubus 5%.
I said 95-5 yesterday, and that was wrong.
Yeah. But what about this game? Would you agree it's another 95-5, or how does Incubus pull this through? You're the underdog team. Not really many stuns.
These are two open qualifiers teams, which means that they will be more mistakes made in the game.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering how can they punish it? If you just look at the draft, it's a free Storm Spirit game, and whenever it is, I don't feel like they can lose. The only way they start a fight is with Winter's Curse, and it's a pretty long cooldown. As Dakota said, there's no reliable stun whatsoever, so you can't really rely on Mirana landing an arrow or Lesh just landing a stun.
Yeah.
So it's pretty tough.
Not too many easy ways to kill the chunky heroes. Certainly no way to lock down the power of the Storm Spirit.
And I lied to you, sorry. Unknown was actually an invited team, not an open qualifier team, so...
So 95-5
Cancel that
it is.
thread.
Cancel everything we just said the last
Cancel it.
50 minutes. Unknown's going to trash. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Huh? I did it. I think I did.
Dakota, you have been pretty suspect with it, though, lately. I don't want to call you out, so we won't.
I think I might turn it off.
We
but
have to.
It's no big deal. I could turn it on again if needed.
Yeah.
Excited about this one. We'll get hyped up about it. This is the South American qualifiers for the major. How many spots? 2?
They get 2. Beast Coast has already acquired 1 in the upper bracket. They beat Pain Gaming. In a 2-1 series, it was actually reasonably close. Game 3, there was a Techies. Techies end up losing, so I'm happy with that. But that means Pain Gaming is waiting for the winner of this series, which Unknown, Incubus, and then it's 1 BO3 for a major slot. That's it.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, I didn't expect Pain Gaming to take a game away from Beast Coast.
They're pretty good.
I did. Yeah, they played real fast paced. They had the Bloodseeker in the game they won. Man, like if you actually have a good Bloodseeker game, it just feels like you run over everyone. Like you actually can't stop that hero if he has a good start.
I miss Bloodseeker with damage instead of attacks with just getting. Man, that was so OP.
I miss Bloodseekers who went 4-staff first to rupture someone and then 4-staff them and think they're good and then it just lose the game. Looks like we got some DCs coming out from the Radiant side. Got to get back into the game, you know?
Yeah, DC out, DC back in. You got to refresh the internet, refresh the lags and the pings.
Change your IP address.
I need to know with you guys. You got to be honest. In Warcraft 3, did you ever lag switch?
No.
Like, unplug, plug back in, reconnect.
No, I'm familiar with it, but I didn't do it. No.
Wait, what did it do?
Like, you could it, like, lagged. I don't know. It was more used in, like, Halo and stuff where you could, like, make it so you would intentionally, like, lag the entire server, and then you would be the only one who doesn't lag when you re-plug back in.
Well, apparently I didn't know what it is, so I didn't do it.
Yeah, someone with because one of the players was the host of the game.
Yeah,
so
so
he
he
lag
could.
the game on purpose.
So you had to be the host. And Lacoste, you probably didn't even know how to, like, forward your ports. I sure as hell didn't. I actually did not. I could never host games in Warcraft 3, could never play arranged teams
I
or whatever.
forwarded my port. I wanted to learn how. I wanted to be a special hosty kid.
Dude,
host.
I wish it. I was just so dumb as a kid. I really didn't know how to do it. And I think my parents,
Do you think anything changed?
No. Well, I'm not a kid anymore. But besides that, no, not really.
You're a man now.
I'm a dumb man now. And yeah, so this Storm, and it is
So,
going to be played by a tune. Probably
Look
the
at
most
this.
famous.
Let's get going.
Let's get going!
Let's get going right now. This is South America. This is Dota. Defend your ancient and fight.
Incubus versus a team you may not know because they're unknown, baby.
I don't know who they are. I don't know where they came from.
What's your favorite unknown Pokemon?
Unknown.
Yeah. Weren't there different letters of unknown?
Like Missing No or whatever.
Oh,
The
wasn't that like
glitched Pokemon?
Yeah, that one broke the gamer. I just realized Team Unknown, that's literally their like logo is the Huh. Didn't notice that till now. Thanks, Lacoste. Can always count on him. He's like
some dumb
Seabiscuit.
shit.
Yeah.
Pokemon lovers. How do we rank them next to anime lovers?
I think
What? There's nothing
Pokemon's
wrong with
fine.
Pokemon.
Yeah, like that's
Isn't Pokemon an anime?
yeah, but it's not like an anime. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need subtitles. I feel if you need subtitles to watch a show, that's when it's like you're really dipping in.
All right.
I also finally watched a half episode of that one anime you talked about, Unhero School Academia.
Oh,
It was
Hero
on Adult
Academia.
Swim, and then I watched like 10 minutes. I was like, this is kind of cool. Then there was a commercial, and I went and watched some other thing.
I
hate
downloaded
commercials.
One Punch Man before I came here, watched 2 episodes.
How was it?
It's good, but it's anime, so.
Yeah.
Get outta here.
It's all right, but that's the one with the bald kind of kid man
Yeah.
dude, and
Yeah.
I assume he punches people once and they die?
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't
It's really
too
good.
bright.
Wasn't that like
There's some good jokes in it.
wasn't that Bruce Lee, the 1-inch punch, or was that someone
Yeah.
else? That was
Yeah,
him.
you're right.
Okay.
You got it.
Stand for the light.
The 1-inch punch.
Some dude, that was the only one of the only 2 times I actually got threatened by Walmart. It was kind of it was just a guy on overnights who was a janitor dude, and I forget what happened. He thought I like threw toilet paper on the ground when he's cleaning, but it wasn't me. And he said, "You're lucky. I practiced the ways of Bruce Lee," and he said he would 1-inch punch me like completely serious. I laughed, but I didn't really. He was pretty serious. He got fired like a week later. For
Wasn't your
threatening someone
nickname
else.
in high school 3-inch Man?
Yeah, the 3-inch man. Thank you, Lacoste, again.
So happy.
Top lane, I do like this lane actually from Unknown. They are going to do so much damage. That's actually going to be first blood elsewhere, bottom lane.
That's a good top lane, though.
But it's a good top lane. You know, it's our first game of the day. We got to focus. Dakota, you're the cameraman. Don't blame it on me.
All right, here we go. Get folks. Get hyped up and ready.
Okay. I'm actually ready now. I will not miss a kill. I will make sure you don't miss a kill.
Thank you.
Whenever Mirana lands an arrow, Grant, you need to rap. All right? Because he's a B-Rabbit. He's Eminem from 8 Mile.
I've never seen that movie.
You should.
So does he just get locked up in the? It's a movie about going to prison, right?
What?
8 Mile.
8 Mile.
It's not.
It's a track movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's about the Olympics.
I'm being mean, right? I actually can't. Don't they like make a football team in prison? Isn't that the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that
think-
with Adam Sandler.
Wait, what the hell am I losing
You're
it?
talking about
I
Longest
think you
Yard.
downloaded the wrong 8 Mile movie.
Oh yeah, I definitely am. That's on me.
All right, Widge able to sneak it out. He does do the convenient TP back to that tier 1 tower. Doesn't have to do that long walk of shame from being harassed. Attune early on, 10-0 on the Storm. Lesh, though, nipping at the heels, 9-1. And I'm 0-2 on camera for kills collected.
Wow, your best day so far.
It's been bad every day.
You're doing good. Keep it up.
Uh-oh.
Top lane.
Oh, bottom lane. Don't even try it. It's where Gyrocopter goes down. You tried to get me out of that kill.
They needed that. First kill of the game and in a kind of weird lane. Like, Omni Mirana, you don't really think, like, yo, this is a powerhouse lane. Omni's usually one of the few heroes who wants to have a solo lane, but...
Yo,
hey,
listen, I'm going to jungle with Mirana.
Yeah.
You can sustain on the lane.
Yeah.
I guess that's the
the plan now.
that's the big plan.
That's the plan. Stan. Rana shows herself back lane side, but obviously that's when Ogre can kind of do his thing, bopping around with that big old thick skin and heavy armor. And contention top with the Lina and the Wyvern to the lane, but it's Lifestealer who's
He does need to be careful. He could get dove
he's
here.
got to be careful. Shifts back. Oh, they're
He's
gonna
dead.
they're gonna glyph the crypts and they're gonna get it. LSA is gonna secure it. Lifestealer goes down and Incubus.
And this makes me nervous for Incubus just in general, because if you look at this Lifestealer's build, 0-2-1 should never be a build. You, especially in a double stun lane, the fact you don't have a point in rage is very...
I mean, you can go for that kind of a build if you want to teach people
Die.
how not to play Lifestealer against double stun.
Because it's tough. It only gives you 0.75% more. Like, if he just had rage there, he would have been completely okay. He could have just glyphed his own creeps, ran to the jungle. It's tough. I mean, he's trying to be very, very greedy, and I don't blame him, right? Because you can tell they are the open qualifier team. They know they are a little bit behind probably in skill level, and you want to be greedy. That's how you catch up. You be greedy. Middle. Oh, they're fine.
4
You
minute
just gonna zone him out.
rune is bottom. It's a regen, and it's Michaels.
Shoot that arrow before.
Shoot
that
arrow, mana efficiency. Come on, that's a free creep kill at no cost. But
They can't even kill the Storm Spirit because Lesh is out of mana.
This is a tough way.
And
Wait.
Storm is dead.
what?
Nah, he's kidding. The Mirana might be. This is scary. Yeah, the Mirana's gonna take a lot of damage. We'll back up.
Concerned that there may be a high ground vision ward on the other side, but that is not the case. We'll check out top lane. Good bank shot. Widge eating a lot of damage there. Does have the 7 charges on the wand.
Do you guys know the first hero ever created for Dota?
Crystal Maiden.
I don't know. I was just asking.
I just made it up.
I think they were actually just regular Dota heroes when Dota was first created, because I remember the max level was only 10, so probably
Oh,
Blade Master.
you mean Warcraft 3?
Yeah, just any Dota.
Regular Warcraft 3 heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. I'm
Probably
sure
just
he came out
Blade
with like 10 or something.
Looks like 2 for 2 rune
Oh,
exchange.
this is gonna be a kill.
Oh yeah, it is. Widge to the high ground just
Damn.
gets blasted. Lesh waiting right there, and didn't even pop the bounty, so she wouldn't see the bounty message. She'd think it was still there. Very clever.
hella clever.
Smart stuff from the man, the goat.
Oh, and me, I like the other way around. The one who just died comes middle to refill Storm Spirit's bottle since he didn't get a bounty rune.
Oh. Well, maybe if he ran, get in range, Vortex, duration 1.4 seconds, I think it would be enough with the follow-up of LSA.
It looks like he does want to stick around. Now he's just placing a ward. No, he's sticking around.
And not looking to go too far. There's the jump in. Are they committing for the grab? They are. That should allow the LSA, but I don't think they have the firepower to finish him.
Yeah, he actually wasted overload hit by attack. Yeah, he used it on a creep instead. So he will harass him out. There will be no runes. It'll be bottom, actually. He does. He bottles it again. Leshrek's having a pretty good time now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it's scary because I think the Storm's actually going to want to go around and gank a little bit, but if you leave your lane against the Lesh, he'll just shred your towers.
Yeah,
in like
someone
2
needs to
creep
go.
waves.
Go mid if they want to make this kind of rotation. Lina should go mid, leave Centaur at top. But Centaur is level 6, which means they can play more aggressively on other lanes just by using Stampede.
Which might happen bottom.
Yeah. Going in. Starfall. And then a bloodlust for the gyrocopter as he turns the flak off the trouble. Not too much follow through going to be there, but possibly extra assistance to come. Look at Lesh. He's in Viz. He's going to peek in from behind. Can he get it done? Yeah.
And nice gank there. That's what we need. I feel they might want to rotate up top here soon though, because you the Centaur's last hits denies his overall net worth. He's gonna be a beast up here. Lifestealer can't really 1v1 against a Centaur, even though it's a strength hero. You know, you've got the feast. Centaur just hits you with retaliate and does way more damage. Bottom again though. They're thinking of diving.
Oh yes they are. The heal hits.
They might just both be dead.
Prada hiding back within the trees is able to get some speed and get some distance between him
From 0
and
kills.
Incubus.
Yeah, from 2 to 0 kills, just like that. Centaur, Lacoste said.
And they're
Just get
even
out.
rotating Winter Wyvern on the bottom, or he's just trying to ward. Yeah, meanwhile, Storm just farming the jungle, and as Grant said, Centaur on the top lane. Lifestealer can't really harass him anymore. He has 4 points in retaliate, a ring of health, more than enough to just sustain.
Yeah, this Centaur is going to be super scared. When he gets that Blink Dagger with a Storm Spirit, they're going to have so many ways they can play with each other on Radiant side. Dire, I mean, you have the Omni, you have the Winter Wyvern, you are going to have to play reactively. Like, that's how their game plan works. I'm trying to think. Where's the best way? Because you definitely want to get a tower. You have the Leshrac, you have the tower pushing advantage. I think you you try ganking bottom again and get this tower.
Yeah, easy grab on Widge here as he's trying to go for the side pull. Omni Knight cuts her off, and the Lesh is there from the smoke.
If he hits a
If he
stun,
lands a stun, he's dead. Yeah, but he has phase boots.
and you never
Can't
know
really
who's
catch him.
TPing
Omni
him.
Knight's still chasing.
Yeah, and Wyvern's here too. Coming in from behind.
Arrow.
Arrows,
bank.
Winter Wyvern.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Dude, I didn't realize, like, this Lesh he's not even, like, using stun. He's actually just running straight at him with only his ulti on, and they can't do anything about it.
And they'll take the tower. Money in the bank right now, coming together for Incubus.
That's a nice play. You see him trying to pressure the tower mid on Radiant to get some, but they don't really have damage. You know, that's the one problem. All they have is this Centaur early to take towers.
And this is what,
Dire's
you
middle
know,
tower is under attack.
Incubus needed to do.
Oh,
A
bottom
strong
jungle.
laning phase and
Arrow.
momentum to build on top of it. But Gyro also going to be taken, coasting
Rocket.
through Incubus, but possible
Whoa.
turnaround play, a two. Going to help secure that one as they take down the Lesh. Now to
She's
the
out
high
of
ground.
leaves.
Coming for Mike.
They might both die now.
Oh, yeah. Got that. Marana grab, and not many options for the Wyvern to get away from this.
where you
Juking him back
going?
up and down.
Damn,
does.
he juked
Sidestep
him, the king.
LSA.
He might still die.
10 stick charges.
Oh no, he's gonna get healed? The turnaround.
Oh my goodness.
He's fine.
It
Dude,
is
the juke worked. I thought he was
Wow.
just suicidal. He's like, I'm out of here. Just kidding. Coming back in.
the up
And the
down.
arrow hits leave. Last hit to Winter Wyvern. Come on.
He
Oh,
earned it.
man.
That's a nice play. Damn, this Leshrac, 6 kills now. Already at only 10 minutes in.
Yeah, farm game working great for Unknown, but so active right now is Incubus. They are getting kills, and that's what they need to do with their scrappy lineup. I mean, if Unknown are able to build into a late game, that's where the answers are not as obvious.
Radiant's
I
top
think this
tower
is actually
under
pretty.
attack.
I mean, Incubus is up gold now. It's just good because they are the more defensive team, and the fact they're actually doing really, really well in the laning phase is going to be great for the late game.
You said 95 to 5.
Yeah.
So explain this 5%. Why is it going so well for Incubus?
It's going great because this Leshrac is running at people, and they don't know how to deal with it. They have no way to really get away. They have stuns, but it doesn't matter if the Leshrac just pulls Nova Edict on top of you. Like right now, what's he going to do?
And Gang Squad on
Bye.
the Centaur, stalking him with the Invis, and just
Hokor,
like that.
this guy's, he's involved. He's 7 of their 8. He's actually is just not even involved. He is 7 of the 8 kills right now.
Bottom tower is under
And
attack.
he's still on the top of net worth. And this is going to be
Radiant
a free
structures
tower.
are
Ogre
fortified.
is level 5, 3 points in Bloodlust. They definitely need to use
Radiant's
Storm to
top
come
tower
back
is
into the
under
game.
attack.
Storm's extremely farmed right now. Level 11. The thing is, if they go as 5, Storm is not that
Dire's middle tower is
useful.
under attack.
Yeah, especially, I mean, when you get like BKBs and a lot of items, yeah, but right now, he'll just get owned. And that's the thing, with an Omni Winter Wyvern, he is going to do absolutely nothing if they straight up group
They just
Yeah.
smoked under the ward.
under a Radiant Ward.
Oh, never mind.
That's
I'm
there.
down.
Shadows
I'm down.
take
Yeah, it's okay.
Well, I didn't say
Which
which
ward? But they did smoke under a ward. Oh, they want this. They want someone middle. They definitely want the gyro if possible, but they take Lena.
Yeah, they got Omni, but can they get
Oh,
something back?
can he block that? He's going to block the arrow on Lena? No.
Oh, not there.
They're turning it.
Splinter's shot brings the gyro low, but they're not going to get the finish. But they want more.
Who are they trying to get?
Round 2 for
Winter Wyvern.
Unknown. The Wyvern. An easy snipe, and that will be the end of it.
This Omni Knight, yeah, he's got to be there with the team. The Omni Knight's like the biggest point of their draft. He has to be everywhere. If like his Lesh is diving somewhere, he needs to be there with them.
Well, the Storm's the one everywhere because he's the one who took down that Omni and then showed up mid lane for that little bit of a kill participation. So
Haste Ruin with a Kai. Holy smokes, both middles are pretty damn farmed right now.
Yeah, this Storm will be a problem. 30 overload damage talent plus Ogre is maxing Bloodlust.
yeah, I do like the idea you were mentioning before where Incubus want to come together and fight as 5 so the Storm has a harder time. And while the Gyro is not farmed up to be able to enjoy fighting a full clumped 5-man team.
Who sang that song? Come together right now. You know the song, right?
I mean, of course I know the song, but do I
You
know
said
who
come
sang-
together, and I didn't know. I'm
Who
sure
sang
it's
it,
probably like
though?
the Beatles or something.
It
One of
was
those
Beatles.
overrated
Oh, yeah, it
bands.
was.
Yeah.
Duh.
I'm gonna say Beatles
Duh.
were overrated. Do you agree? I mean, they're great. No, they changed music, but were they the gods? No, absolutely not.
Just some British guys who came over to America.
Yeah, and got pushed by the machine. Oh, there we go.
There's
Is
the arrow.
There. What?
What? This is the second time he misses an arrow on first target.
Oh, B-Rabbit, baby.
Leaps away, trying to make it out in the back of a Guardian
Kill
Angel,
the
but the
Omni.
rocket's going to be there. Omni could go down. Cold Embrace turn around there from the Wyvern to help bail him out, but it's going to be a 2.
Whoa.
Picks him off with the last hit. Arrow
Radiant's
connects
middle tower
this
is
time,
under
but
attack.
already the damage
Radiant
has been done.
structures
We're now
are
even
fortified.
8-8 with a slight network advantage for Unknown.
I have a question for Analyst Grant.
Yes, sir.
Why did this happen? Like, how do you miss an arrow?
I think the thing was you want to throw it as far to the side while still hitting him as you can, and unfortunately he did have his I just talked to the Marana right now on Discord, and he said he had his protractor on the screen, and the protractor was actually not giving him the right angle.
He probably didn't calibrate the projector appropriately.
Yeah, you got it. Oh, there we go. They
He
get
got
the arrow.
calibrated now.
Yep,
Looking
he's
pretty
ready.
calibrated.
How did he hit that one? Not the Winter Wyvern one, but hey, that's an even bigger kill because they should be able to get middle tower with that.
Can't land those easy ones, you know.
Yeah, why? You want to swag on people.
Yeah.
Don't make it easy. Oh, he went Vanguard instead of a Blink Dagger first on Centaur. I kind of like it. You don't just blink in, die, and lose the game once. You have a little bit more farm now. But
They
that's
have ways of closing the gap with his ulti. Also, Storm can follow up easily.
deny there.
This Leshrag is going to be super scary. He has a Yules and 500 gold. He already has Boots Trail. He's going to be max move speed, and he can show up anywhere he needs. He's going beast mode.
And we didn't talk about Lifestealer.
So he's just
He's
farming.
just farming 3,000 gold, getting closer to his Sacred Relic.
Yeah, this feels very similar to like the J-Storm draft. You see, when they get that Radiance, they really will just group up as 5 with everyone, and it's going to be super
That's
hard
time.
to take him down.
Yeah, if they can't get the game done within that power peak, then
Yeah.
it's going to be more troublesome later on. For sure. But right now, it feels like Incubus are kind of doing everything right.
Oh, middle.
Whoa, jump in from the Storm.
Zip, zoop.
Trying to use the advantage of his mid-game to pull it back, though, and gets a nice little snipe kill onto Lady Marana.
Maybe now they can get this middle tower, but their tier 2 bottom's taking a lot of damage as well with that Lesh there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Has the Yules.
I like how Storm always has Clarity running just to increase the farming capabilities, and we'll get the last hit on that tower. Just kidding. Overload does not work on buildings.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, I like it, especially you said the clarity, because right, most storms actually do take that 3 mana region. Without it, you are really mana starved, so he's just gonna have to keep cycling him in
Dire's
over and
middle
over.
tower is under attack.
Pops another one.
Let's go.
How
Farm
much,
it up.
how much will it cost to pretty much pay for that talent and clarities, you know, through the game?
Do the Mad Grant.
Give me a sec. Carry the 3. It would be about 41 clarities. Maybe 41 and a
60-minute
half.
game.
Yeah. I only do averages, so 60-minute average game. Do you guys remember the difference between median, mean, and mode?
Yeah, I remember that.
I actually don't.
I don't though.
Means
But
like the middle. No, Mode's the dumb one. No one actually. I actually got to look this up now. I remember Mode's real dumb.
the mean
Dire's
median
bottom
mode.
tower is under attack.
That's so funny.
Oh, they're called the measures of central tendency? Never knew that. All right, cool.
Glad I knew.
You're welcome. More you learn, the more you know.
Glad I learned and took an exam for that.
So far. It's real even. 9-9. Oh, Leshrac eating a
Top.
lot of
That's
damage.
a big
top.
kill.
Yes, it is. Ooh, 3 times killing
want
spree.
more,
It's
I
a
think?
tune and picks it up. And he is getting one step closer towards that orchid.
Centaur has the blink. Still smoked up, actually. Uh-oh.
Dire's top tower is
Arites
under
could be in
attack.
trouble. Doesn't want to blink
Dire's
forward, though.
structures are fortified.
Oh,
now he
they're
does.
chasing. Greedy blinks.
Got him.
Gets
He's
the
dead.
stomp. Attune goes to the high ground. He may not know.
Maybe not.
They're waiting on the other side. A good arrow.
There's the
Follow up with
follow-up.
the
They have
Wyvern.
nothing.
Yeah, no damage here at all. Plenty of time for even Unknown to converge over. But
I love those just getting ultis.
Oh, my goodness. It's a gigantic. Just kidding. And it was a really nice ulti. The problem is-
gigantic waste of time.
Yeah. And you just look at their team, right? If Leshrag's dead, they have no follow-up, right? He is their damage right now. He's actually all their damage until this Lifestealer gets Radiance, which he has in stash. Flying out now.
Is it too little, too late now? They still have some opportunities here, but
Oh, I
Unknown
think-
have been scrappy.
That's a full Orchid on Storm Spirit, so whoever
Jesus.
Dire's
is
top
on a
tower
different
is
side of the
under
map
attack.
will get picked off.
That's yeah. So there's like the Storm Spirit almost takes away from this Lifestealer Radiance now, because even the Lifestealer, if it's Storm +1 with that Orchid, Lifestealer's dead before he even gets Rage off. And all of a sudden that Radiance timing is kind of useless. They need a group as 5. Just do it. They should honestly group as 5 and push base.
Yeah, they got.
I actually think they should.
definitely need to do stuff. It's a do stuff right now kind of lineup. Certainly when the Radiance is online, you can kind of feel the attention for them as they head to the bottom lane. We'll see what Unknown's response is going to be. For now, they're just all congregated around their own central lane.
Incubus should be careful about Alina's stun from far away. She has the cast range talent on level 10, plus Ether Lens just finished.
Real far down.
Storm jumping.
Bye, Winter Wyvern. Lived a good life. Yeah, Toon is about to just take over this game. They look for more. Michael.
Oh!
Oh, juke ya. Psych.
He's like, I'm just trying to pull a Wyvern! Nah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Dude, a Toon is... We saw him very close to TI, unfortunately for that. He did have that macro usage that one time, but everyone knows he's a great player. He is a very good player.
Yeah, very great. So, plays legitimate, he's great.
Almost a full pipe now in the Centaur as well. And I'm nervous because they did take that tier 2 bottom as Dire, but then they just broke back up. Now they're splitting up to farm again, and you got to be careful doing that because if this Storm has vision of anyone, they're just dead.
Okay, well...
Oh, they
Uh-oh.
think they're going to Roche, because Ogre just passed through their scan.
20-minute runes in 10 seconds here.
Lesh
Middle
did go
Storm.
bottom, but yeah, he swept
Is
up
he
through
dead?
mid. Beautiful stun, beautiful
Wow.
connection there. The Yule setup.
Well, even Macro couldn't get them out of this.
Yeah, that's a...
That's a tough one. It's a bit too over-aggressive. Also, double damages spawn, so they could try to grab a Roche, because they know he has no buyback, committed fully to buy that Orchid.
But he does have buyback. Gotcha.
Yeah, because Lash picked up, or no, Gyro picked
Yeah,
up
they got the bounty run.
bottom bounties.
I think he's going he's still going Bloodstone on Storm. I think you have to get a BKB. Because I think this Leshrac can always just Yules you. And now
Yeah.
middle again, they're doing it. Ogre's just dead.
There it
They're
is.
5 minutes. They're going to push the base here, I'm pretty sure. They have a siege unit.
Radiant's middle tower is
Please
under
go. Don't
attack.
go to Roche. Don't go to Roche. No. Go middle.
They're going to Roche Grant. They're going up north.
They can't even do Roche. They're just going to go farm. I
No,
think.
they're going to go up top.
They could easily grab a Roche instead of tier 2.
Yeah.
With Edict, Lash has enough damage. They have Sustain with Omni Knight.
They're not doing it. They're not doing either.
Yeah, I don't think you can anymore. With as long as the Storm's alive, it's a lot harder because you can zip in, give vision, zip out, and they'll always know what life Roche is at. Looks like they want to smoke bottom, possibly? No. Radiant's good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still very even. Less than 1,000 gold lead for the Dire. But this Lifestealer getting scarier and scarier. Almost has a full Manta style now as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Whee! He goes flying through. A very aggressive stance here, obviously, for Incubus. Or, yeah, for Incubus as they try to limit the farm capabilities of Unknown, so their options later on become a lot more restricted. Incubus, one last outer tier 2 here at the top lane, but we are seeing rotations. We are hearing the Stampede, and here they go, jumping in. The first target and connection is going to be the Omni Knight. Silenced up, Moonlight Shadow, but they don't pursue. They don't have the vision.
No BKB. He should
And now they're focused on the Gyro. He gets shredded apart easily and Unknown. And
Well,
totally
you
pulled
blame
out.
supports here. They don't
Need
bring
detection.
dust, but there were no supports in this kill,
Oh,
so
arrow!
someone should
Oh
get
my
it.
God.
Woo.
Dude, that was
should-
like one
You
one
should
step
always
off.
have a dust
Radiant's
on
top
Storm,
tower
especially
is
in
under
a
attack.
scenario like this, even on a Centaur.
There's getting another tier 2 now.
Not over yet, obviously, for Unknown. 30 seconds for Gyrocopter to be out of this one. And the Roche is still standing if Incubus want to creep in there now. I mean, Unknown could just head to the shrine, I suppose, but...
They're playing scared now. This Attune, the Storm, right? You have this Orchid, which is really aggressive, but if you just zip in and get Yules instantly, but Lesh could just bait out even Lifestealer. He zips in, he gets Yules, he's gonna die.
Incubus is doing a good job just going as 5. They understand that they can't give solo pickoffs to Storm.
That's how they should be playing. They've killed every single tier 2. They definitely are going to look for a pick off Roche or pick off tier 3.
If you look at the economy, Omni Knight plus Winter Wyvern, they have GPM talents, you have Lifestealer with Hand of Midas. On the other side, no one with Midas or GPM whatsoever. Ogre level 9 yet. Still not 10.
Yeah, that feels bad.
Dire's top tower
There it is,
under
BKB
attack.
up on Leshrek now, so now the Storm can't get the jump onto Lesh himself. He has BKB and Yules for that Orchid.
Yep. This is beautiful for Incubus right now.
It is. I mean, they very well could just win this game in the next 5 minutes if they play correctly. Don't make any mistakes. Roam around is 4 or 5, and that's what they're doing middle, looks like.
Oh, they may just creep on some Unknown members from behind. There's Widge. Alina caught right in front of Roche. Arrow. And just chasing her down.
Top lane, Winter Wyvern ultied, Lifestealer's trying to kill, but Radiant's here. This is not a good fight for Dire anymore.
And they go pull back and out. They will be able to get the finish onto the Lina. It's a support for each. Incubus on the chase.
Oh, it's the giant. He used his TP and Winter Wyvern ulted him, so he does not have it. He's gonna die.
Oh yeah, they got him.
Bop and bop.
Unknown, unfortunately, the Gyrocopter really has been not too big of a factor in this game.
Yeah.
Unknown needs to try to split them up a little bit, and then Storm comes into play. Storm +1, get a pick off. If you look at how this fight developed, they were TPing top. 2 of the heroes were here. They need to pick off the rest of the team. Someone needs to like suicide
Radiant's
top,
top
ideally,
tower
to
is
be
under
Ogre.
attack.
Now he even has that GPM talent, so he doesn't care about dying.
He's good. Has a haste rune. They're looking for someone. They want this 25-minute
Radiant's
rune,
top
but
tower is under
I don't
attack.
think they'll find it.
It's gonna be 4 for 0.
And this Leshrac gets the movement speed talent. 507 permanent move speed for the Leshrac now. Almost, what is that, 15 less than haste? Pretty much permanently hasted on
And that's
Lesh.
almost 600 move speed per minute.
That's a lot.
500 is pretty close to 600. You're
Yep.
right. Right about that. Dumbass.
Greedy. It just, as you talked about, you said the Jar. You haven't really seen him. We haven't. All he has is that Ags. Doesn't even have the BKB and the Centaur. Even after the good laning phase, you just haven't really felt his presence. Oh, he got arrowed middle.
I just like jumped away as he got arrowed. We
He's
come
fine.
back,
He's fine, yeah.
but they're fine.
Dire are scanning.
Dire scans uphill. They'll catch that there's a couple heroes here.
Yeah, Dire's still just kind of putting the pedal to the metal, which I don't fault them for.
Oh, there we go.
Their
Middle.
time, but
They
it's
should
actually going to be Unknown jumping in, instant takedown. They got these supports, if the opportunity's there for sure. Top lane, that's Gyro again going down.
Omni's in
Light
trouble,
Stealer,
though.
Lesh able to get it done, and Omni on the other side, zapped apart. You take one of ours, we're going to take one of yours.
Yeah, that's a nice 2 run at June. He wants more. He does have some mana regen. I'll be
Dude,
careful
be
around
careful.
that Lesh. Yeah, just get out now.
Woo!
Well, maybe not. Evade. See, he has BKB now, though.
Yep. BKBs for both.
Lashrick used BKB straight away. He was afraid the Storm will orchid him before. Instead of just zipping.
It's not the worst trade. Omni Mirana for a gyro. Honestly, pretty even, especially, I mean, they're just denying this. Even though they lost 2, just stopping this gyro from getting anything. A Storm can't solo carry a game, and this gyro is falling super far behind.
Yeah, for sure. As he continues to creep down, the weight on the shoulders of Attune just gets heavier and heavier, and they have unfortunately not really crossed the river, not any sort of expedition to go for tier 2s at this time.
They need
It's all
dusts. Mirana,
Incubus.
ulti, plus
They got
Winter
one
Wyvern
on-
has Glimmer
on
Cape. You're gonna lose a team fight if you don't have any detection.
I think, yeah, just Lena. So, and the problem is Lena wants to stay far to the back. So, yeah, I think she should honestly. It's fine she bought it. She should just give it to the Storm or Centaur though.
Dire's structures are fortified.
The, man, even the Miran is very farmed. Almost a full Yules has mech as well as mana boots. They're doing the Roche. They're just gonna be able to take it down. Oh, they're
It's not
rotating over.
the fastest Roche, and we do have Unknown just outside. Greedy shows himself, Stampede.
Dust
Moonlight
used.
Shadow. Still got some time. Zip in, Attune. Goes in now, pops BKB, but the
Low on
Roche
mana.
is still pretty big.
Yeah, he's not gonna be able to go back. Oh, Greedy
Whoa!
got it. Nice.
Goes
play.
in, snags it up. Wonderful job from the Centaur.
He did use Blink, so he's just dead here. But you know, you denied the
It's still worth
Aegis. You did your job. Help me, please.
That's a hero. Let him through.
See you later. Nice job there, though. Attune winning a little bit early. That was actually a really good Winter's Curse by the Wyvern. Just slows it all down. They saw Storm didn't have mana, but the Centaur makes a nice little play.
Look
But now
at
they have a
this.
double damage Life Stealer.
Yeah, double damage Life Stealer. No Centaur for 30 seconds. Let's see what Incubus could do with this. Storm, obviously.
Haha, look at
Fountain.
me.
Fountain shenanigans. Haha.
See?
High ground defense.
And suddenly push stop. They're gonna go bottom, what it seems to be.
BKB on Gyro, but he doesn't have any damage now. He needs that BKB plus 1 more. And nice job by Attune. Attune just doing the Storm Spirit. There is one creep that actually stayed alive.
Oh.
Flash.
He has BKB.
Life Stealer also kind of assertive in his positioning away from the team. A
Omni's
little
just
bit of
too
an
good.
effort, but yeah, Omni's right there to bail them out. So some cooldowns here, but not letting up.
The fact that it's a strong Dispel, and if it's already on him and they cast, it shortens the time. It's just such a good ability.
Oh yeah. And the siege is on. Here we go. Life Stealer begins scratching away at that tier 3. Long jump.
Storm really wishes he was 25 right now, so his jumps, the auto remnant would be here.
Calm down, Grant. He's only level 21.
I know, I'm just saying what he wishes he was, and I wish
I
I was a little
wish.
bit richer, but you know,
You know,
hopes and dreams can only take us so far.
like with beans, right? Is that the
Yep.
rhyme?
Hopes and dreams, refried beans. Yeah, I've heard that one. Dude, they're just tanking him. There's an ulti on the backside.
Oh, inside,
Storm.
caught, Storm. Arrows there, multi.
Has no money for
And,
buyback.
yeah, that's it. He's down and out without the funds. He can't come in for round number 2. This is all for Unknown now. Laguna's out. They get Mirana down. Immediate buyback going to be there. Centaur in the midst of the fray. Good stun, though, from the Lina. It allows him
That's
to be
a
able to
big
create
ring.
the space and pop the pipe. Tier 3 has been taken. Jump in from Greedy. Good stun onto 2. Hefty, hardy
There's the
damage,
stun.
but look at that, man.
Dude,
So much heal and sustain.
Imagine if they had Storm Spirit.
It'd be real nice. Arrow flies through. Will miss. They're trying. They might kill the Wyvern. He has Cold Embrace. Oh, he gets it off barely.
Lifesteal in the meantime does get the finish onto the Ogre, who does buy back.
Arrow
30
hit the
seconds.
Centaur.
Centaur is an arrow magnet.
Dude, he is. He'll be fine now. There's going for the racks. All right.
Ooh, he just popped back.
He is dead again.
And that will be one set. Nothing they can do about it with that takedown of Attune.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
barracks
can't
are
offer any
under
sort of a
attack.
defense that will
Oh,
fend him
dude.
off, but jeez.
Nice arrow.
Radiant's
Arrow
bottom
right down the pipe.
I love that voice line. Another stain on the battlefield.
Radiant's
Make them
middle tower
bleed!
is under attack.
There
Well,
will
they
be
got
blood.
Wyvern at least, unless he uses Curse. Nah.
Goes down. The flat
Another
cannon.
arrow into Centaur.
Oh, a tune on the back. He's looking for Mirana. Oh, but look who's here. Mr. I won't let anyone die.
Mr. Wonderful.
Radiant's
God,
middle tower
I'm
is
enjoying
under
watching
attack.
this game because it's like a bunch of stuns versus an Omni Knight and a Wyvern. And the Omni Knight and Wyvern are just like cleaning up that you can't kill any of the cores, it feels like.
A lot of sustain on Incubus, so they will reset the fight a couple of times, so Unknown can't really go all in.
Yeah.
There's no real burst damage besides Lina, ulti, long jump from the Storm Spirit. I also think Centaur needs a Force Staff instead of a BKB.
What was Storm? I mean, he's still going for that Bloodstone, the Gyro, going for a Maelstrom, some creep clear and some damage, but this Leshrac has a full Scythe of Vice. He's pretty damn farmed, I'd say.
Oh, if he moves in with the ills, gotta be careful.
Oh, they got him with the Sheep after he zipped.
Wow!
He's
That
gone.
means no BKB gonna be popped, and he's dead again without a buyback. That might be it.
Gyro's dead too,
That
yeah.
could be just game 3 now for Incubus. But
They can outdamage this
Another
Omni Knight,
arrow.
I'm sure.
but he pops everything he can.
It's too late now.
He still finished the Lina.
This is a lot like the J-Storm game. Like, at a certain point, they just have way too many heals and sustain for you because you lost so many team fights. You have no items because you have no gold, and they just out-heal you.
That's simple math.
It's simple math, and yeah. 95 for 5, Incubus, the king. Luckily, Lacoste did it yesterday. I did
Oreo was wrong.
Dude, I'm not going to bet against a sustain team. Like, J-Storm yesterday in both their games owned this game, 2 forms of sustain, and then you just have a Leshrac who carried him for what? Like, the Leshrac carried him for 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
He played so amazing in the early game.
Stunned out mid lane.
No, Storm has buyback, doesn't want to use it, though.
I mean, they're gonna not throw in the towel quite yet. Feel that they do have another defense with that Storm. And with the rack still standing.
There's the arrow.
There it is. They're all just going to die here. Leshrac TPing back in.
Oh, man, they're not gonna have the Gyro and Storm up together.
They played their draft perfectly. The Leshrac actually played so
Yeah.
amazingly. The gank top, he ganked 3 lanes within 3 minutes, like before 10 minutes in. And he just took over, and then guess what? Your Omni finally gets some farm bottom because you alleviate pressure, and damn. I'm actually just not gonna, that's this patch, right? Just sustain. It really feels like this patch is all about sustain.
And the lifesteal was not addressed at all. After 1 or 2 kills in the laning stage, he was just free farming, getting that Hand of Midas, while the rest of the team was just playing together, and they did a good job, just sticking together, not giving Storm Spirit opportunity to pick off anyone, pretty much. Mirana died once at the Tier 1 tower, but that's the casualty you can afford to lose.
There's only, that's crazy. There's only 3 heroes that had over 3 kills this game. No one just, you have a bunch of people with 1 kill, 0 kills, a few with 3.
And then Lesh and Storm.
Yeah, Lesh, Storm, and the Lifestealer. So, damn, Incubus, they looked, I gotta watch out for this Pokorn guy, because he owned he even fell behind a little bit in the first couple waves against Storm. He didn't let it get to him, and that rotation to the 5-minute rune was the one that stopped it. He got that free kill on Lina, who just walked uphill after he got the bounty. He got the 6-minute rune bottom, rotated bottom. So in 2 minutes, he was in 3 different lanes and got 3 different kills. He owned, straight up.
As a traveling man.
Yep, he is.
Hype stuff for
Whew.
Incubus. That means they get the game 3
Let's go.
and the opportunity to stay alive and fight for the major. So we'll cut to a break. When we come back, more DPC qualifier action coming your way.